It's very nice to be thought of as being pretty, as being, it's a plus. It's nice. It's not terribly important, but it is nice to have it in your favor.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here, and I really do appreciate your time. I am going to be talking about this whole, I guess, drama or one-sided beef that Myron is trying to have with Cenat.
So when I see girls come in and just like clout grab and then run off, I get mad. I'm going to call it out. So look, he can hate me. Cool. I hope you get angry watching this. If you ever see this clip, I hope you get mad, I hope you get tilted, and I hope you seriously reconsider giving this girl any type of real title. You want to have fun with her, bro? Go smash her a little bit. Even if you want to do a fake relationship, fine. But bro, don't put her in a position where she could hurt you. Don't put her in a position where she has access to your shit. Don't put her in a position where she could come in and say that you cheated and make you look crazy. Like, no, man. No.
I was watching random music video and I decided to talk about this topic because not just to give a woman's perspective on it, but because I just think it's so crazy how so many of these podcast guys clearly show like mental illness, like actual issues that would cause them to need therapy and other forms of help concerning their mental health. Yet because so much of their audience consists of young men, I mean, literally like teenagers who haven't lived enough, and then they can't really recognize when somebody is clearly mentally unstable. It's just crazy to me how open and obvious it is that something is wrong with him, is wrong with Myron, but you know, he's gonna continue to get support and following until he officially crashes and burns. And I do believe we are currently watching the fall or the start of his fall. But yes, I'm going to play the clip and then I'm going to come back with the rest of my commentary.
I got to talk about Myron
Again!
because Myron has been up to his normal antics and he has not stopped. Myron is over here hating on Cenat again. You know why? Because he likes women. He has a girlfriend now.
You got to respect. You got me. I got a girlfriend!
You better watch cause I'll tell them.
I know peanut butter, 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 peanut butter. Now listen to me. I know y'all knew, okay? Yeah, I know, bro. Y'all fucking knew. I'm not gonna lie. Y'all is good. Yo, I thought the shade room was shade room, but y'all, hey, besides my family, I felt a human form of like purpose to like. Oh my God. Now hold on. Wait, that's not regular.
Look, all right, let me ask you a question. You in love?
Yeah. Hey, I knew you was gonna do that. I knew you was gonna do that.
Can you see the disdain on Myron's face in those clips right there when he's watching Kai? Like, Myron is truly upset. Hating on the fact that this man actually likes chicks. The fact that he actually doesn't have to pay for his girlfriend or pay for a woman to pretend that she actually has sex with him. He ain't got to do all that. But Myron just reeks of somebody who's got all the haterade. He's got a big bucket over there behind his chair while he's over there pissed off watching a man celebrate getting, you know, a nice girl in his life.
So originally, no, y'all have never dated anybody in the influencer world. Anybody you've ever seen me come in contact with was literally just strictly a friend. Like, I've never dated, I've never done anything, I never, nothing, like nothing. Like, when I tell y'all nothing, so when people say, oh, she's dated influencers, she's dated this person, when have you ever seen me date these people? Like, I've never dated an influencer. Any influencer you've seen me with, y'all can ask them yourself. I've never dated them, they've never dated me, yeah. It's been influencers that have tried.
There's a reason why I brought all her shit up for you niggas to look at. 27K, 147K, and 468. I'll be honest with y'all. These are rookie numbers for a chick, especially for a girl. How much you want to bet her shit is going to 10x off of him? Her shit is going to 10x off of him. And then once he starts bringing her around on his streams and shit like that, she's going to blow up, right? Maybe even 15, 20x. She's going to be over M on all these platforms, right?
And whether she is or isn't, unlike you, she's still going to actually have those platforms. And I mean, he really believes that women's only value is truly between the legs. Like, there's nothing else that they're valuable for.
Your job, right? When your boy says some shit like this, like, oh yeah, I'm in love or whatever, Your job is to immediately clown him and start grilling him about why do you love this chick, right? And your job as your boy is to always doubt the girl.
What kind of bullshit friendship circle is this if everybody's in here doubting the relationship? Are you sure you really want to be with her, Kai? Are you sure she's actually worthy? Are you sure she's not for the streets? Are you sure she's not a thirsty 304? Are you sure she's not after your money? Come on, Kai. I mean, everybody in the circle's going to be clowning you for this. I mean, dude, man, F y'all. Y'all can go ahead and kick rocks and get the hell out of here. Like, y'all don't need to stay here. Everybody's going to be, like, questioning me on this. I mean, come on, man. Really? That is just sad. That's ridiculous. Everybody's going to start grilling Kai. Nobody's supposed to support this relationship. Not one person's supposed to be like, oh my God, congratulations. I'm proud of you, homie. Are you happy? You seem to be very happy. I've seen you smile a whole lot. Like, we've all seen it happen to our friends. Yeah, they get indoctrinated with the toxic love. And I think really what this comes down to, and nobody's ever talked about it that I've heard, is that Myron was scorned back in the day. One of his friends decided that they were going to date. And they were the friend who stopped hanging out. They were the one who all of a sudden, oh man, Tim, he's hanging with the girl again.
Besides my family, I felt a human form of like time. Like, this is a feeling that I haven't got in a long time. Like, I was just talking about it, how I don't think I'll be able to find that. So it was a feeling like, it's like a weird feeling. I'm watching the movie, we laughing, we having a good time. Fast forward. She take my hand, kiss my hand. So now my heart in my ass.
Kai found it. And that's what Myron hates. He hates that he has that feeling about women. He hates the feeling that, somebody actually would care about somebody like that a relationship could possibly be real.
Maybe the other 2 or 3 will go with the Chad, right? But what I've realized is the more attractive a woman is, the more she's attracted to status and wealth. Looks aren't as important to them. All right? So, with this said, now that you guys understand that a woman's main amplifier for attraction is status and money, right? Understand when she acquires that, if she surpasses you, your time is limited, my friend.
Now, the thing is, Myron catches himself trying to give Kai advice throughout this video. And it's just wild for me to believe that he really thinks that Kai would give a damn.
If you get with a girl, and she's not as big as you, as soon as she reaches her level, if not surpasses you, it's over. It's over. Women don't know how to deal with status and fame when they're with a dude that has less status and fame than them.
Okay, so yes, I think that there is definitely an uncomfortable transition that men have to go through when they have a friend and they fall in love, and momentarily all their friend's time becomes dedicated to his new relationship. And I just want to see you, I just want to talk to you, I just want to be on the phone with you, I want to do every little outing with you. I understand how that can be frustrating to your friend, especially if majority of your friends are still single, and he's, you have a friend that you're used to doing things with, and he becomes like completely enthralled with his new current beau. I understand that. But generally speaking, it's so unhealthy to get into this almost cantankerous and disgruntled mentality when you see somebody has found love, whether you are a man or woman, because ultimately you are telling the universe that you cannot be happy and celebrate other people. So most likely your time to find that same love and happiness is going to be further and further pushed back because you don't deserve it. You don't know how to celebrate when you see other people having it. And so why should you be granted with the same good thing? You know what I'm saying? Also, it's so unhealthy due to the sort of mentality that comes from a lot of these podcasts and these red pill podcasts. The rhetoric that they use and that they tell young men fosters a sense of extremism. And I talk about extremism all the time on my platform because I really think it is causing people to forget what it is like to be in real life, because they spend so much time, even though they are obviously in the real world. If you're constantly on your phone and you're constantly being inundated with reels, and say you watch different content creators who constantly make videos on the topic, you're actually spending a lot of time being indoctrinated by the things that you watch and engage with. And so that can literally take up majority of a guy's time if he's constantly listening to other men tell him that every girl you should second guess, every girl you should think is a hoe, every girl. if that's really something that you're spending hours of your day teaching yourself, I truly believe that's why you see so many young guys trying to act out the things that they've been told online in real life. And the problem is, like I say all the time, real life, you have to show up differently. You have to have a different mentality when you're dealing with people in real life, because if you attack the things that you have to deal with, the different adversities that you face, if you try to attack those situations with podcast bro advice that only works when you're being extremist and provocative on purpose just for views and clicks, you're going to continuously have bad experiences because you're not actually prepared for real life. No one is actually teaching you how to move in real life. And so the fact that Myron is telling men that when their friend is expressing true love or happiness, even if it is temporary, but at the time they are genuinely expressing true love and happiness, and your first sign is to tear it down because you don't have it, that's unhealthy. That's not that is extremely bad advice. And I can't even believe that we've reached the point on social media where people can just openly say things like this, and it's taken as, oh, okay, yeah, he's putting me on, he's giving me game about the female mind, he's telling me the games. That's like it feels like it's like a, I don't know, like a Simpsons episode, or it doesn't even feel real to me when I see that these podcast bros are not even pretending to give good advice. They're not even trying to sound like mature, well-rounded, well-adjusted to society guys. They're at the point full-blown being toxic and knowingly sharing another toxic mindset to influence other young men to be toxic against their best interests. Not for their best interests, against their best interests. It's like I don't understand why the bar of entry is so low. I guess maybe it's where I am in my life, but I just don't understand just the pure ridiculous rhetoric that people are able to talk about openly and share with others. And it seems like it's so salient, but that's why I appreciate when other men in particular, young guys in particular, point out the fallacies and the absurd advice that people like Myron Gaines give, because you have to have, and even like, Abba and Preach, like you have to have people who are willing to say, hey guys, I know you don't know any better, but what this dude over here is saying, he's a clown, he's a goofy, don't listen to him. Nothing he's saying is relevant. Nothing he's saying is things that real men do, how real men operate, how real men show up in the world every day. And to just quickly speak to what Kai Cenat was saying when he was expressing the feeling that he feels being in a relationship. I think that in itself is very brave, because we have such an overwhelming message sent to us now that people are trying to make it seem like being in a relationship is outdated, wanting to be monogamous is outdated, looking forward to being in a relationship is outdated, having someone to care for, having someone to look out for you to look out for. People have become so performatively cold-hearted that people are kind of so quick to make it seem like, oh, yo, don't trust nobody, don't give nobody your heart, don't fall for nobody, just be single, just be isolated. All of this is counterproductive to how society maintains its bonds and how we learn how to grow and evolve as a community. And we know that society is made up of small communities. Each household creates a larger community, That's how it goes. And so if you have this messaging being taught to the youth that being isolated, not giving your heart, not trusting, not showing up, not being genuine, not being invested in people, what type of society do you think we're going to have? What do you think we're going to have? I think one of the most simple ways that people get to practice being a productive member of society is having a romantic partner of interest. because it teaches you how to practice the skills that are required to be a well-rounded member of society, how to be considerate, how to practice good communication, how to listen, how to be thoughtful. A lot of times when you meet people who have been single for years at a time, it shows. They're very frigid, they're very icy. It's always telltale signs when someone has been alone for a long time, because they literally have not practiced being with somebody else. So there's no development happening. I became a better woman when I got married. And I believe my husband would say he became a better man when he got married. We become better versions of ourselves because our interactions with each other, the trials and tribulations that we go through, that we matriculate through, the growth, the personal growth that each of us receive, benefits not only our relationship with each other, but it benefits us as individuals. And then that benefits the people who are connected to us that we have to interact with in the world. And I think a lot of people don't have practice communicating. And especially with, like I always say, the extremism that is practiced online. I have people in my comment section right now who probably never seen me, never communicated with me, but the very first time they choose to interact with me, they're mean, they're shady, they're nasty. What is wrong with you as a person that the very first time you choose to interact with somebody, you want to be insulting, mean, nasty, and shady? That's not normal. That's not what, in real life, if someone came up to you and the first thing they did was insult you, you would most likely have some type of encounter or some type of exchange, or it's just going to cut straight to violence. And that's what I mean when I say people are disconnected from reality, because they're online, because they type in over their phones. People become, accustomed to being real spicy in their very first interactions with people, because they know right away it may not be no real consequences, even though in real life they would never do something like that. So, yeah, this is all I have to say on this entire thing. I just wanted to give my 2 cents on this topic. I am happy for Cenat. Congratulations to him and his lady. I hope they stay together and have a great relationship. That's all I have to say. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye.